your CSS file. Now, what shall we do? Now, in my folder I have an index app, so I want to open my style sheet, open with Notepad. It's blank, I have nothing there. Then I want to open my index at the same time, open with a Notepad. Okay, I'm opening two Notepad. I have two of them, one is style, one is index. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to be writing my style rule here, my CSS rule. I'll be writing it here, but I'm going to link that CSS with my index. So what I'm going to do before the closing head, after title, I will create a tag called link tag. Link tag is a tag that doesn't have closing counterparts. So it doesn't have a closing tag equivalent. So start with link. Then it has some attributes like relative attribute. Style sheet is very important. If you don't put that, it's not going to work. Relative is style sheet. Then type equals to text / CSS. So that is the attribute you put there. So okay, I have a mistake here. Text / CSS. There's another property href. Where are you linking it to? So that is where you put this. You are going to give us the address. That's style.css. Style.css. Then you close it. Now, what is the meaning of this? I'm putting a link tag. Link. It has some attributes like a relative equals to style sheet. So type equals to text / CSS. href is the file that I've just created. This style that I created in my folder, my website, this style sheet that I created by ending it with a style.css. So that is what I'm referring to. Now, assuming I have a folder here. Let me create a folder inside my website folder, and I call it a styles. And I happen to put this thing inside this folder. My style is inside another folder in my web folder. So if I want to refer to it, I'm going to do like this. I'm going to say styles, then / style.css. So I've typed the name of the folder, then / the name of the file. But for now, I don't want to do it that way. So I go back to the folder. I will cut this thing away. Ctrl X, then Ctrl V. Put it there. So I want it to remain in the same, at the same level with my index as every other page. So what we are saying here is when you are dealing with external style sheet, you first of all create the external style sheet. You give it a name .css. Then you now write this link tag in the head section of your web page. So if there is any other page that want to use this link tag, it's a matter of Ctrl C. Then let me open another page like my contact. If I open it with Notepad, so I will just paste it here. I will say Ctrl V. So that is what is going to happen there. So let me close that. I'm not saving for now for a purpose. So what we are saying here is for external style sheet, all you need is a tag. A single tag is enough. Then you begin to declare your roof like paragraph. So I can come to my styles. I will just say P. I will type P there. So all paragraphs should have font size font size 32 pixel, color red, then you close it. So when you're using external style sheet, it's better you type like this. So if I save this, and don't forget that I'm typing this in an external file. Don't forget that I don't put opening style or closing style. Just begin to type the rules straight away. So if I go back to my browser and refresh, okay, it's not working there. Okay, let's make sure we save. Then let me go back to my index and make sure that I save. Then back to browser and refresh. Okay, what do we see here? Every paragraph is having red color. Why do you have a red color? Because I set a rule which is HTML selector, and I say let every paragraph be having red color. And look at the paragraph on my site. So if I go back to the index, I have paragraph here. This is a cool display of CS. Another paragraph, this is a display of selector. A paragraph here says, this is my first website, and that's what you see here. This is my first website. Okay, that one is not it's not having okay, it's not acquiring that property. We'll look into that. Now this is the list of programs we offer on our site. So the paragraph is here. Then another one, this is another sheet of CSS. The paragraph will be somewhere is here. So what we are saying here is okay, the paragraph here, they are not being obeyed because all these attributes are still there. This font tag, we don't need font tag, we don't need bold, strong. We'll begin to write CSS. Like I told you, bold, font, we don't need them, remove them. So I hope you like this site. If I save now, the look of I hope you like this site will change. I hope you like this site. If I refresh, okay, so I just want you to have red color just like every other paragraph. So that is what we are seeing here. So if I want to do some cool things, then I begin to do it using my external style sheet. For example, if I want to have a body, I want to apply background color, so that I don't forget the closing brace. I quickly type it. That's my usual practice. Then a background color. Don't forget, in web design, color doesn't have hue. So that's American English, gray. So you save, go back and refresh. So definitely there will be background color for the whole body. So this is a simple demonstration of an external style sheet. Now in the next video, we are going to apply CSS practically to make a meaningful web page. What do I mean by meaningful web page? We are going to have header, we are going to have footer, we have navigation menu, we have site column, we have so many cool things on our page. So that is what we are going to, that's how we are going to apply our CSS. And not only that, before I do that, I will show you how to install Adobe Dreamweaver and make use of it in our website design and development. I want to thank you for listening. So please, I will encourage you to make use of a external style sheet in your web design. Now, still on this CSS, I've talked about how to include CSS on web page using inline style sheet, embedded style sheet, and external style sheet. and I'll show you how to use this tag, this link tag, in our web page. Now, so I'm taking time to explain style sheet here. Using CSS, in the following table, the CSS properties are grouped together into related functionality. For example, there are properties that allow you to control the presentation of tables, list, and background. So I'm introducing this table to let you have a glimpse of CSS properties. These are the properties related with font family, whether we are going to use Arial, Times New Roman, that's font family. Font size adjust, font stretch, font style, font variant, font weight, whether it's going to be bold or light. Then we have dimension. When you are designing responsive websites, you will need to learn how to make use of dimension. Then we have background. I've already used background color. So all these other background, we're going to make use of them in our practical application of CSS. The margin is another important aspect. We're going to make use of margin a lot in our website development. Then padding. There's a difference between margin and padding. I'm going to explain that as we continue. Then we have text. We have already seen color. I've used color. Remember, if I go to our index, okay, if I go to our style, you can see I use color attribute here, color red. So I've already used color, and you have seen the effect of color. So that is a property for text. Then direction. You may direct your text horizontally, vertically. You may direct you may change the direction of your text. Then text align. Text align. For example, if I go back to our web page, if I come back here and I say all paragraph, I say text align, and I say center, and I save. You see what will happen now if I refresh. You see that all my paragraphs, they are decentralized. So because I say text align, let it be center. So that is the effect of text align. Center. Text decoration, whether you are going to underline it or not. Text transform. So for example, if I use text transform, if I go back and I saw my paragraph, I say text transform. So if you type text transform, I say uppercase. So that means you want to change all your text to capital letter. If you say lowercase, it's going to change it to small letter. That is the function of text transform. So let me save this and go back to our page and refresh. You can see that it's changing all the text to capital letter. So those are the effects of text property. So we have text, letter spacing, we have so many other things, text shadow, and so on. Then we have positioning property, for example, bottom, clip, left, overflow, right, top, and so on. We have list and markup. We're going to make use of list when we are designing our navigation menu. List style type, list style image, list style position, and so on. Then when we are dealing with table, we have table properties too. Then we have classification property like clear, float, display, and so on and so forth. So these are the properties we're dealing with. Then we have outline. We have border color, border width, border bottom, like so on and so forth. We have generated content. We have the style for links. We have style for links, a link, a visited, a over, a active. So the application of these, we are going to see them in the following topics as we continue in our training. So in the next topic, we will learn how to use CSS, selectors, properties, and values. So I want to thank you for listening. And before I begin to apply CSS practically to our web page, I will introduce a topic. I will interject a topic in between. That is Adobe Dreamweaver, how we can get it and how we can install it. Thank you for listening.